When we moved to the new villa, we had no idea just what we were getting ourselves into. It was a stunning, luxurious manor in the higher-end part of town, the kind of place you would only ever dream of owning as a child. But for a wealthy and respected family like us Williamses, it was perfect. From the outside, it looked like any other 19th century villa, with a beautiful white stone facade, pillars, and huge bay windows looking out into the expanse of land around it. But inside told a different story. We had no clue about its real history, about the dark secrets waiting to be spilled from the shadows. Things seemed fine when we first moved in. Myself, my wife, and our daughter. Waking up to those stunning views in a beautiful old house was the picture of perfection. Naturally, it was an old house, and it had its own quirks. Its creaks and groans, the soft howl of the wind through the roof and its echoing footsteps. But at first we thought nothing of it. Old houses did make noises. Until the whisper started. I would wake in the middle of the night, hearing a voice speak close to my ear, even when my wife was still fast asleep, tucked into the covers on the other side of the bed. "You'll regret this." The voice would speak in a haunting whisper, barely audible over my own thumping heart. "You don't belong here." At first, I thought I was imagining it, like I was caught somewhere between dream and reality, and was hearing voices conjured by my own mind. But those whispers followed me out of my dreams and into my waking reality too. "You shouldn't be here. This house doesn't belong to you." The voice sounded like it belonged to a young boy, but it was difficult to make out when the whispers were always so faint, more like a breath on the back of my neck or dancing along my cheek. It was only ever me who heard them too, when I was alone or when everyone else was asleep. I casually brought it up to my wife one morning, but she just looked at me like I was crazy and brushed it off as nothing. "Stress from the move," she said flippantly, and that was the end of it. But the longer we stayed in the villa, the more I felt as though we weren't alone. It wasn't just the whispers, flickers of movement in the corner of my eye, glimpses in the mirror, shadows that didn't belong. I tried to ignore it as much as I could, until one day my own daughter came to me crying about seeing a strange boy standing in the corner of a room. Fearing we had an intruder, I rushed to her bedroom and threw open the door, but there was nobody there. I even checked under her bed and inside the closet, but both were empty. She pointed to the corner of her room, her eyes wide and glassy. "That's where he was, Daddy. A boy